Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. And a big welcome to my new Iron Man series. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, but just never found the time. But with things starting to slow down in New World as we head into the spring, I thought this would be a great time to start this series. Both because, well, now I have the time, but also I will be in a good spot on it for when the new content starts to hit the live servers in the spring. So let's get into it. So when picking a server, I wasn't sure where to start. I mean, I live in the US East region, but those are out of the question. The entire US East servers are all medium and high pop, so I checked the US West servers. And apparently there are only a couple and they're both medium to high pop, so Europe it is. I wanted one very low population, because gathering and stuff for trade skills would be a nightmare on a high pop server. I know it'll make it tough to deal with stuff later like expeditions and OPR, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, my main concern was progressing my character through all of the tough stuff like in the crafting skills. So I chose the server Nyx. Its average is about 400 players and around 1,000 at peak. This would seem to be a perfect balance for my needs. So I loaded in, made my character and got started. The beginning, of course, isn't very exciting, making my way through the new player beach and onto Monarch's Bluff. So I'll take a moment to explain what I'll be doing here. So, like most Iron Man series, I won't be grouping unless forced to in OPR or expeditions. I won't be joining a company, and I'm even taking it a step further and not having the chat window open at all. I won't be using the market, trading with other players, or interacting with the economy in any way aside from paying my taxes I'm forced to pay when doing certain trade skills. I'm going to play through this 100% solo, which might be challenging early on for reagents, but beyond that, I think I'll be fine. So usually while leveling, I stop and hit every node I see along the way. Then I post everything as I go and make a ton of coin. But I can't really do that here, right? So I think I'm going to change things up a bit. I'm going to aim for leveling towards certain milestones, then I will break for life skill grinds, then repeat. I think this will be a lot more time efficient, because I will then have access to better tools, which I can unlock by leveling my engineering as I go, which will ultimately speed up my experience gaining while gathering. That's the plan at least. We will see how it goes. So basically here, I just focused on the MSQ to start till I hit the required level to join a faction. Then of course I joined the Marauders as I always do. This really helped because now I can flag, and things will start to go a little faster. And this is where I'll be taking my first break from the MSQ. So I packed up and I returned to the new player beach. The reason? Flint. The flint on the new player beach almost insta-spawns and is everywhere, and I needed 250 exact, so here it only took me a few minutes. I did have some concern people might report me as a bot, but things seemed to work out. Then, once I had that, I headed out to Ebon Rock Quarry. This spot is one of my favorite for a fresh character to get started. If you do one complete run of this cave, you get roughly 125 saltpeter. So I ran up here and collected that. And yep, it still works even after the changes, and it took no time at all. On my way back to Monarchs, I quickly collected a bunch of green wood for charcoal and hit the workshop. I made 125 gunpowder, which as you can see takes us immediately to 50 engineering. And now I can make proper tools and start gathering to prepare for my next goal. Getting all of my gather skills to 50 and collecting the materials to hit 50 armoring. One thing I do want to mention here, that many people overlook now, is the town boards. As I am sure everyone knows, they got nerfed really hard in the Brimstone Sands update, and won't help you anymore in terms of leveling your character. However, don't ignore them. What I love to do while running around and questing, or whatever, when you pass through any town, always check the town boards, and grab the weaponsmith and armoring jobs. These will save you hours of farming and thousands of reagents and coin. Very simple crafts with base mats that give you a ton of crafting experience. Not to mention a nice chunk of territory standing early, which will help. So after I hit 50 armoring, which of course took no time at all, I set out to do a few PvP missions. This was to hit the next tier of the faction reputation so I could buy runes of holding. Then I headed to Cutlass Keys to do the faction rank quest, bought the runes, and went to craft my bags.
Don't look so tough. Oh, seems you're in a hurry to experience a painful death. You defeated Hamido? No way. I don't blasting believe it.
After that, I ran between the settlements gathering everything I saw and hit the town boards a few times and crafted the jobs and turned them in. I think this leaves us in a pretty strong place, but I think I will call it here. Setting up a new character, although I didn't make any huge jumps, did take me a couple hours, but I think we are in a strong position for the next episode. Our gather skills are underway, we have decent tools, a spare bag for 30, we should be good to go. So guys, not a ton in this episode too exciting, but I have big plans for the next one. Getting starting is basically all the boring starter quests, how to use a pick, this is where you tan leather and so on, so I didn't really want to waste your time on that. But I did want to get this started. Now that we have everything where we want it to start, I think we're going to finish up the MSQ to at least the level 40 mark, then do some farming to bump up this engineering. In future, I plan to set episode goals though, where each episode will be me farming X to complete Y, or doing these quests to complete this or get this. You get the idea. So we have tons to do. So guys, until next time, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.